The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepares a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head to no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I life. Me I go dwell in the house of my Lord God. Jah, get them away. How my house of Lisa? I don't know what to. It was simply a for. Ela mausi. Ela mausi. Mauga so go Lisa. Akpe kaka. How time you moye? Oh, you all adon no koye cheme. Ola ba wo. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, because we are not. We have taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. This is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And we subject these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. We are the headquarters of the truth, the hometown of the truth, the palace of the truth, the mansion of the truth, the foundation of the truth, the bedroom of the truth. This is ultimately the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. I'm most excited to have you here today. This is the Black Empire Media, and we are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram, also on X, formerly called Twitter, and on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the crucial hands of patriotism. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth ultimately to power. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. This is the headquarters of the truth. Come here. Now, my brother, my sister, today we have some really interesting stories to share with you. Some exclusives. Some are deep. My brother, my sister, and I need you to come along. At this point, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please hit on the subscription button And right after that, on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Please share the broadcast as well and recommend us to family and friends. This is the biggest online TV dedicated to patriotism and also Pan-Africanism. I am most excited to welcome you to the family. Oh, at this point, can I just say thank you so much to our numerous, beautiful sponsors. And thank you for supporting our sponsors all this while. Thank you so much to the Almighty, the most wonderful shower gel in the world, Italian technology coming together with Ghanaian and African raw materials to give you nothing but premium quality, most affordable. Oh my God, Tesori, Doriente. Please turn every single shower into a royal experience. Pour a little bit of the shower gel right in the middle of your pan, shake up the bath water, and just watch how the foam comes up, rich in lather. It nourishes your skin and it gives you that glow of the morning sun. And that is the secret of my beautiful skin. Tesori, Doriente. It comes in so many different fragrances. Remember I said fragrances, not flavors, because this is natural. My favorite is the forest therapy. I also love the royal oud. You might like the ikigai, maybe the karma, maybe the Persian dream, and the rest of them. This is the story, Doriente. What are you waiting for? It's premium quality, made most affordable, and is distributed in Ghana proudly by Daddy Ash Limited. Please, for bulk purchases and inquiries, call Daddy Ash on 0244 772599. And remember, with the Tesoro Doriente, for 48 hours and beyond, you smell like the Garden of Eden. It lingers on you. Do you have a certain interview you need to pass? No problem. Tesoro Doriente. Is there a new chick in the area you need to convince? Hey, Tesoro Doriente. Is there a guy in the neighborhood you want to show levels? Tesoro Doriente. Oh my God. It is soft, smooth, silky, and its long-lasting oriental fragrance is nothing but heavenly. This is Tesoro Doriente. And I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. Not every insurance is an assurance. Some insurance may pretend to cover you like a plaster, but it is ultimately a disaster. That is why I am introducing you to your trustworthy partner, Millennium Insurance. What kind of insurance do you want? Motor insurance policy? Get your comprehensive and third party for your vehicles, theft, fire, no problem. You are covered 24/7. Now, if you are looking for a travel insurance to travel around the world in safety, it's Millennium Insurance. Personal accident and group personal accident insurance, 24/7 covered. Visit our sales portal at sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. And our offices are dotted all over Ghana, from Binduri all the way to Boku, from Bolgatanga all the way to Bimbila, from Tamale all the way to Takoradi, from Kumasi all the way to the ends of Ghana and beyond. Pick up our numbers and make sure that you talk to your trustworthy partner. And when it comes to claims, we are number one. We are quick to give claims because we feel your predicament and we want you to be put on the right footing again. This is your trustworthy partner, Millennium Insurance. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And of course, this is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Lemfi. Listen, now if you are sending money from America, sending money from Europe, hey, no problem. If you are a first-time sender, download the Lemfi app from App Store and you are ready to send. There's no need for you to go to any building anymore. sweating before you can send money to Ghana. Sending money to Ghana has been simplified by LEMFI. Now, if you're sending in Canadian dollars or American dollars, if you send as a first-time sender, $100 and beyond, I give you $20 back. That is what we call the cash back. Now, if you are sending in euro or even in British pound sterling, no problem at all. I give you 10 euros or 10 pounds sterling back as cash back if you send 100 pounds or 100 euros and beyond. Just for first-time senders to say thank you so much. But remember to use the referral code 1RASTA. 1RASTA. Brother, my sister, and everything is everything. You get your cash back, and that is the referral code on your screen. 1RASTA. Again, when you send money using LEMFI, you are helping develop Ghana because LEMFI is involved in community development in Ghana and beyond. No transfer fees charged, and you get the most competitive rates. Oh gosh, to make it even easier and sweeter, we put the money in your Momo wallet. Maybe you want it in your bank account. Oh, that is cool. With LEMFI, oh my God, have mercy. We are most authentic, and you can trace every single cent you send from America and every single euro that you send from the European world. My brother, my sister, thank you so much to LEMFI. We appreciate you and we love you. Oh my God. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Now we are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of herbal technology. Hey, listen. Everybody reacts to medicine and treatment differently because we all have different thumbprints and they are all unique to us. My brother, my sister, at herbal technology, we understand that yes, people may suffer from the same ailment, but it's different medications that will work for them. At herbal technology, we make sure we go into your DNA. In other words, we look at you, examine you, and see what is wrong. And from its roots, we chop it off and make sure that you are healed. Sometimes you don't even need any medication. Just stop eating this and stop eating that, or eat more of this and drink more of that, and everything is everything. Now, we were the first in Ghana to produce tablets from herbs. And that is what you see on your screen. Viva Nego. Oh my God, have mercy. Tablets. My brother, my sister. And it's all 100% herbal. No chemicals at all. My brother, we are inviting you to our clinic. Pick up the numbers on the screen. 0208337711. And make sure you come over to us. What is the sickness you're suffering from? Is it Parkinson's disease? Is it stroke? Whatever the disease is, even if it doesn't have a name, make sure you reach us out at Herbal Technology, and it's 100% herbal. Oh my God. We are champions. We are physicians who know what we are about. And we go straight into your bloodstream and treat it from the root. Nobody ever comes to us and goes unhealed. Remember, at Herbal Technology, we don't treat people. We heal. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Today we have 4 very important issues to look at, and I need you to come along. Without much ado, if you're ready, I'm more than ready. And make sure that if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, hit on the subscription button and let us go. Story number 1. Watch this. Doe Adjaho fingered in Tanko'S Eoco-Fraud investigation anger. For some time now, we've been talking about the gentleman called Tanko, one of the Council of State members representing the Volta region. He's a young man who has truly struggled in life. My brother, my sister, there was a time we worked together at Xylophone with Nam1. The empire crashed to the ground and we all had to start from the scratch. He's tried a lot of business Armed robbers have attacked him before. He slept in police cells before. Gone through a lot of hardship. My brother, my sister, but it looked like he hit the jackpot when he took up number one's business, gold dealership. And it seemed to be working for him. He built mansions in both the Volta region and beyond. Oh, his business flourished. Oh my God. Like maize planted in loamy soil around the Nile River. My brother, my sister, this is Dr. Gabriel Kwamegan Atuple, aka Tanko. My brother, my sister. Now, he is a Council of State member representing the Volta region. And he worked so hard to be able to pick up that position and wrestle it from the hands of other competitors. And we all supported him. My brother, my sister, he won. He worked hard. He was one of the major financiers of the NDC from the Volta region. He gave millions to the party. And we all bore testimony. My brother, my sister. And then, just 1 year after winning and becoming the representative of the Volta region, right there in the Council of State, my God have mercy, things started becoming sour. He needed to be investigated by Eoco. And when he tested the waters of Eoco, he realized that no, the waters were too deep and he wasn't ready to take a swim too soon. So he decided to say he would not allow himself to be investigated. First, he ran to the law and he told the law courts, you know what? These people want to investigate me. I think they don't have the mandate. Again, they froze my bank accounts. Please come to my aid. And the court said, no problem. They froze your bank account beyond 14 days and some other things around that. Well, you can have your bank accounts back defrozen. My brother, my sister. And that was where it ended. But did it really end? Eoco started to chase him, to investigate him, put him on the wanted list. And Eoco said he had become a fugitive. He was hiding somewhere in Togo. Eoco raided almost every house and office that they believed he had, but couldn't find him. News came out that he was hiding somewhere in Togo. Eoco does not have the mandate to walk into Togo and look for him. Then it also came out that he had allegedly flown out of the nation to the United States. And my brother, my sister, a few days ago, he went to court. And when he arrived in court, he was able to secure a certain injunction against Eoco. And when he secured that injunction, it looked like many did not really understand it. But today we shall go into it deeper and see exactly what the story is all about. But in the interim, a lot of people who believe in him started to talk in support of him. And it came out that the Council of State chairman, whose name is the most honorable, Doe Adjaho, was also silently supporting this man here called Tanko. And this is the photograph of Doe Adjaho. Many people may see this face as a strange one, but those of us who are a little older know that it's a heavyweight. Run the dossier and let me take you through exactly who this great gargantuan figure is. This is Doe Adjaho. In fact, his full name is Edward Kwabli Doe Adjaho, and he was born on the 3rd of January in 1957. He's older than Ghana. He's a prominent Ghanaian politician and lawyer and served as the Speaker of Parliament of Ghana from 2013 all the way to 2017. And now he is the chairman of the Council of State from February 2025. He was born in Wite, in the Volta region. My brother, my sister, a town I visited a number of times on my way to Weta. My brother, my sister, he attended school at Accra Academy, and then he had his O and O levels right there in that school, after which he graduated from the University of Ghana with an LLB in 1984. He attended the Ghana School of Law and was called to the bar in 1986. I was only 12 years young. Flip! My brother, my sister, this is Doe Adjaho. Now, he began as a state attorney at the Attorney General's Department, and he served on the Consultative Assembly that drafted Ghana's 1992 Constitution. He represented the Aveno constituency for 20 continuous years, one of the longest reigning in Parliament. My brother, my sister, on the ticket of the NDC. He held positions including Majority Chief Whip, Minority Chief Whip, and First Deputy Speaker. Oh my God, rich political experience. He was elected the 5th Speaker of the 4th Republic on the 7th of January 2013, becoming the first Speaker chosen from among sitting MPs. Flip. This is the man we are talking about, Doe Adjaho. On the 18th of January 2025, he became the chairman of the Council of State as elected, succeeding his term as a former speaker. He is a Christian. He's married. Some sources say he has 5 children, like you see here, and other 2 say he has only 3 children. He's been awarded a Doctor of Law, honoris causa, by the University of Professional Studies, Accra, as UPSA. My brother, my sister, this is Doe Adjaho. So this is the Council of State member. I beg your pardon, chairman. Tango is a Council of State member representing the Volta region. Now, information reaching me has said that when the issue of Tango came out, Doe Adjaho underground was not happy about Eoco chasing a high-profile person like that, the way Eoco was doing. And therefore, he approached higher authorities in the party, big wigs of the party, and demanded the removal of the boss of Eoco, Raymond Archer, and his deputy, one Ben Ndegu. He was one of those who breathed fire and brimstone on the heads of Ben Ndegu and his boss, Capo di Tutti Capi, Raymond Archer. But as the matter started going forward, a few things became clear, seemingly. It came out that Doe Adjaho's son, by name Kofi Adjaho, is the lawyer of Tango, the alleged fraudster that Eoco is chasing to investigate. And he seemingly is running away from that investigation. The lawyer, this is his father, and he's called Doe Adjaho. And the lawyer is called Kofi Adjaho. My brother, my sister. So as the big wigs of the party started seeing that, oh, there could be a connection. His son is the lawyer for this guy. It's possible that they even know each other. The big wigs of the party went underground and realized that Kofi Adjaho actually has parliamentary ambitions. He wants to succeed his father, who had been an MP for 20 years and beyond. And Tanko might probably be the financier of this campaign. Can I say it again? Kofi Mawunyo Adjaho, a son of Doe Adjaho, has parliamentary ambitions. He is the lawyer of the alleged fraudster that Eoco is running after. The father, Doe Adjaho, is the chairman of the Council of State. And he used his influence as a Council of State member, allegedly, to appeal to party members and bigwigs of the party to take out Raymond Archer, Ben Ndego, and some other such people who defied all odds to run after a Council of State member. They realized that his son was the lawyer. Number two, his son, Mawunyo Adjaho, has parliamentary ambitions, and Tanko might just be the financier through stolen money, fraud money in quotes. If Doe Adjaho allows this investigation to go on, and Tanko, by some kind of ill luck, is caught and thrown into jail, or some kind of such calamity befalls him, and his property is seized, his accounts are frozen, his son will not have a financier for his parliamentary dreams. My brother, my sister. So the board that sat on this issue looked at it in all angles and decided to nod quietly and say, oh, Doe Adjaho may have an interest in this case. For that matter, it was made known to him. And from that time, he stayed back quietly. Could this be true? If it is true, then I want to believe that Doe Adjaho may not have known the issue properly. Maybe even his lawyer, Tanko's lawyer, the son of Doe Adjaho himself, may probably not know the depth of the case he's handling. Lawyers are supposed to know the case, but in some cases, clients hide a few details from the lawyer. Doe Adjaho, did he know what he was defending? Or was he deceived? Or did he just go in there selfishly to protect his son's interest? My brother, my sister, this is the case. And Eoco is bent on chasing Tanko to the ends of the world to make sure that things happen. Now, the other interesting thing is that the lawyer representing JG Resources, the outfit that allegedly paid 17 million American dollars to Tanko, is also the son of a politician called Papa Owusu Ankoma. And this guy here is called Yao Ankoma. It looks like children of politicians in Ghana are beginning to show so much interest in law. I cannot wait to see how this case is going to end. Eoco has vowed that come what may, rain or shine, Tanko would be investigated. And as we proceed with this show, we shall bring you details. In the interim, Doe Adjaho is a man that I truly respect because he's been a big fan of my radio show from time immemorial till now. The last time I remembered him. I planned that I was going to pay him a very special visit just to say thank you for the love and for saving me from the angry claws and fangs of some MPs who wanted to eat me up when I was hauled before the parliament years ago. My brother, my sister, has he been briefed? Does he now know the facts? Is that why he has not released any press release on this issue? Would he finally come back and say, you know what, Tanko? The law does not permit you to use the letterhead of the Council of State to fight your personal battles. He's still been quiet about that issue after he had the first pushback. Could this be the end of the NP dream for his son, or the beginning of the end? Or would this just propel him higher? Whatever it is, we would always be here, nosing around to bring you nothing but the facts. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Policeman Afenyo-MARKIN slapped. Speaks at last. A policeman by name Corporal Forsen Abel, who is at the Tesano police station, we all saw on video, was slapped by the micro minority in parliament. And you watch him, that's him, wearing the hat. My brother, my sister, holding a handkerchief, giving the policeman a big fat slap. Did the policeman suffer any injuries? What became of this issue? My brother, my sister, there was a docket. A docket was sent all the way to the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene, and investigations are still going on. We have been following on this issue. And remember, we brought you the first part, and we promised that we will follow this issue to its final conclusion, or better still, its final destination. We showed you the docket, okay? It was clear. The police is not happy. The police is angry. The police is waiting for results. And this is the docket. Written on the 27th of June, 2025. And the fact of the case is right there. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, investigations have gone on. The police were picked up and sent all the way to the scene of crime. And the whole thing was reenacted by the forensics department of the police. And from that time, the case has gone damper. We vow that we'll follow it to its final destination. And today, we have information for you. Earlier today, I decided to take a walk all the way to the Tesano police station here in Accra. My brother, my sister, looking for this corporal who was slapped. The slap that we saw on video. I went there and decided to ask of him. One person directed me to another person directed me to another person. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, I was able to find him standing by this police vehicle for long. There he approached me, bam. And then we started to talk. He said, I need to talk to my commander. I have to talk to my commander to be sure that, please, you will talk to me. My fear was that I may not get the chance to speak with this gentleman because I know how police people like bureaucracy. My brother, my sister. But I allowed him. I stood behind as he went knocking on the door of his commander. And then he gave a salute. And his commander asked him what the problem was. He was told, and boom, he asked him to sit down. And then finally, he asked me to call me in. Beautiful bureaucracy. So I got the opportunity to sit with him and to talk to him. My brother, my sister. 2 more witnesses were called in to also speak. He was excited that I was following up on this issue. My brother, my sister, he opened up to me. Of course, he was sitting in front of his commander. So there was a little bit of tension. I wish I could take him out and speak with him. But I didn't want to miss the very first opportunity. And when I spoke with him, what did he say? Watch this.
Okay, so on that fateful day, Tesano Division was detailed at the Parliament House. Myself and my commanders were all there to make sure the demonstration was peaceful. So whilst the demonstrators were all there, we were also providing security for them. Before I could say Jack, I heard somebody slap me. Where's me on? Where's me on? So I just raised up my head and saw that it was the minority leader. So when I saw that it was him, I was just holding the barricade and then he slapped me again. So quickly I turned to my commander and then they all came and then they restrained him. That was what happened.
Why did he slap you?
I don't know.
When he slapped you at the time, did you know that was the minority leader?
I raised up my head and saw his face and then noticed that it was the minority leader.
Did you say anything back?
When he slapped me, I was just there looking at him.
Where has the case reached right now?
When it happened, I lodged a complaint, took a medical form and went to the hospital. And then the investigators also took up the case at the headquarters.
What have you been told after that?
I've not been told anything.
Has the minority leader come to meet with you, to plead with you or talk to you?
No, I've not seen him since the incident happened.
What do you want to see then?
Justice.
What would you call justice? What exactly do you want?
He assaulted me, so justice should be done. I need justice. That's it.
Did you suffer any physical pain?
Yes, I was having some problem with my eye, and it continued for about 2 to 3 weeks before I stopped.
Do you believe that you get justice?
I believe so. I believe so.
This is Corporal Forsen Abel. As you can see on his shirt, Forsen written. He's a corporal. Handsome and very strong. In our short conversation, I asked him, if you were to attack AFENYO-MARKIN back, what would it have been like? He said, I'm a very professional policeman. When he hit me the first time, I decided to consider it as a mistake. But when he hit the second time, I looked at my commander for his command to attack back. But he told me to take it easy. And I just smiled. Did you have any pain? He said, yes. His eye got swollen. In fact, it even became bloodshot. He had to go to the police hospital and be treated for a number of days. He's still sitting here waiting for justice. But we decided to speak with the other witnesses. The commander himself was standing there when the incident happened. He spoke to us. He didn't want to be on camera, but he will give us an audio. That was interesting. And the commander is an interesting personality. His superintendent of police, Isaac O. Okanse. That's his name. My brother, my sister, that's him. He kept smiling at me over and over. But deep inside him, he was burning with pain and anger for what happened to one of the boys that he took on this assignment. He talked to me. What did he say? Watch this.
On that day, I forget the date, but we were assigned to Parliament House, as my corporal earlier on said. It's true, Tesano Division was assigned or detailed to provide security at the Parliament House. So when we got there, we barricaded the frontage, awaiting for the protesters. They sent 3 gentlemen, one Honorable Sami Ewuku, their communication director, Richard Ahiamba. Then Kofi Akpalu was with them. They came in advance. So we had a meeting and I agreed with them, those who should be allowed into the inner perimeter. So I asked Richard Ahiamba to be by me in the inner perimeter. So when they got there, whoever should be allowed into the inner perimeter, he will identify or point, allow this person, allow that person. And that was what we were all abiding to until the minority leader and his group, because they didn't come at a go, they were splitted in batches. So when he arrived, he instructed the police, open. So those manning the barricade 10 to look at me. I also was watching Richard Ayagba. Then I said, he is known, his mandate should allow, but he wanted to enter with his entourage. And that is where the scuffle. That he should open for him and his entourage to enter the inner parliament. We are parliamentarians. And so today you are not here as a parliamentarian. You are here as a protester. We've agreed with your party executive who should be allowed to present your petition. So before I will say Jack, I saw the minority leader holding a handkerchief, throwing his hand towards the corporal face once. Then I saw the second one. So the second one, he turned, looking into my face. Then I told him, cool down. If you are hurt, go back. Because I didn't want any exchanges. We allow him in. Then even when he threw the first punch, I heard his PA and some people, party members with us in the inner perimeter, restraining him. Leader, stop. Leader, don't breathe. Leader, stop, leader. Finally, he entered. Then, upon a second thought, he said he can't breathe. The corporal pressed his ribs and he cannot breathe until they pour water on him, which we didn't even see. We were invited to the CID headquarters. Our statement we were taken back to the spot to reconstruct the scene with the whole team from Cyber and SIU, CID headquarters. And that is the last time I heard anything about the incident.
did you see AFENYO-MARKIN being assaulted by the police?
No, no at all. Even he was behind the barricade, so he even stretched before he touched the policeman. He was behind, and the barricade was triple, it's three. So even he hitting the policeman, he stretched the hand. So the policeman being inside the barricade could not even get access to him.
Superintendent of Police Isaac O. Okanse, he holds a Bachelor of Science degree and MA in criminology and beyond. My brother, my sister, he was not happy. They are all waiting for justice. Then he invited the crime officer, who was also on the scene, to come over and talk to me. And he was happy. When he came, he spoke. Crime officer Suleimana spoke to me. He saw more because he was right behind Corporal Forsen Abel. What did he say? Watch this.
On that fateful day, we were actually detailed. That is the personal divisional command. We were detailed to the Parliament House to actually provide security to the the demonstrators who were marching from one point to the Parliament House, and we were there to actually provide security. So we actually structured the whole frontage of the Parliament House such a way that we will not get more people into the inner perimeter, because we were actually given a quota that it should be only the executives who will be appointed. So my senior men, they had that meeting, and then they gave us that information. So we were asked to be by the barricades in front of the Parliament House. So when they were arriving, my commander and other commanders were inside the perimeter, pointing those who are supposed to come in. Then, not quite long, the minority leader also came with his entourage. When they arrived, he was giving instructions to the police to open way for he and his followers to enter. So the police said, no, you are known and you are the minority leader, so we can allow you to get in. Without you, nobody should follow. It's you alone. He said, no, I'm here with my men. We must enter. And that's where the exchange started. So I saw my commander pointing that, yes, you can come in. Then he got furious. And that's where he threw his hand against the man in front. But the corporal was right in front of him. So when he stretched his hand, he hit the guy twice. And that's when I went into between the barricades and them. That no, that should not happen. Because his boys were advancing. And that's where my concentration was, to prevent them from advancing towards the corporal. So I said, look, let's open for the leader to get in. And that's how we are protected, and he entered. But forcefully, he even took his PA along. But we allowed it. Then he entered and went straight to the commanders, and they had their own business in there. So that's just what we saw. The corporal, when the first blow went, second one, he turned and was trying to look around whether he would get his commander. But that time, Commander was also standing right behind him. So he signaled him. So he stopped. And he laughed. Then I heard him even saying that, you are laughing. Ube bre. Ube bre. And I was bombing the me bre. Ube bombing the me bre. Ube bre.
Well, you heard ASP Suleiman Abdullah. He said, when AFENYO-MARKIN hit the corporal twice, and the corporal turned round to find out from his commander what action he should take, and commander telling him to take it easy, he started to smile. And AFENYO-MARKIN looked at him and said, "Whoa, ubebre." Say usre, ubebre. In other words, you are laughing. You will suffer. That's AFENYO-MARKIN there with his magic handkerchief. That's him there. They're talking. You see the police there. Yes, that's him. Standing right there, trying to make his people come. But the police was there to bring order. And you can see the commander standing right there. My brother, my sister, standing there and talking to the people. Please take it easy. Take it easy. And that's him finally allowed in after slapping the policeman. My brother, my sister, that's AFENYO-MARKIN. And the policeman said, "Wa bomino osimebre. You who attacked me, you are telling me that I will suffer." My brother, my sister, that shit away. If this was a policeman who had hit a politician, I'm sure by now they would have found a solution to this. The policeman would have been indicted. Punishment would have been swift. Because there are some people who are bigger than everybody, and they are the politicians. Many people go to a hospital. They die in their droves. It looks like nothing is being done. Let the son or a daughter of a politician die in that hospital. That day, all hell will break loose. They will find an instant solution. There's a bad road that always has accidents on. Nobody seems to care. Let a politician break his leg on it. They will find a solution that same day. If AFENYO-MARKIN, the hand that we saw coming from him, hitting the policeman, is anything to go by, why is justice taking so long? How long would it take us to investigate? At the end of the day, there is the need for justice for the young couple. The police were only there to bring sanity and order. What was their crime? Now, if police people can be assaulted like this and nothing happens and it takes so long to get justice, then I wonder what image we are creating for our police. I'm saying if it was the other way around, if a policeman had slapped, even by mistake, a politician, by now, all hell would have broken loose. But a policeman is slapped, and we saw it on video. The MP, who is supposed to be called an honorable member, goes to say that, oh, the same policeman was pressing my ribs. He even hit me, and I almost comatose. What kind of a cock and bull story is this? Let's face facts. Did it happen at the blind side of the camera? What really happened? What did the investigation show? They said they had to even pour water on him. And I'm told that he claims that he has a video of the policeman squeezing his ribs and hitting him. Why is the video delaying? Can we put it out so that we all can see? The investigative bodies, what are they saying? Justice delayed is justice denied. The young corporal is sitting down there. There are a lot of police men and women who are aggrieved because they are beginning to see that in the line of duty, they don't even have any protection, where dirty politicians are involved. I said, if it was the other way around, by now the whole country would have been on fire. They will go and sit in parliament and make noise until everything favors them. But today, even parliamentarians are not sitting in parliament demanding justice for the poor corporal who has only been a policeman for only God knows how many days now. When is Corporal Forsen Abel going to get justice? He said he had a swollen eye. In fact, a bloodshot eye. He had to go for treatment. Several months after this thing happened, we are still waiting, getting close to a year. No justice. We would like to talk to the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Akrotinga Ayene. Please, justice delayed is justice denied. And the investigators, what is keeping us this long? Have we finished with the investigation? Haven't we? What is holding us back? My brother, my sister, and the most painful part of the whole thing is that the young corporal said, AFENYO-MARKIN lives just about 100 meters away from the Tesano police. He has never even been there to say, you know what? Whatever happened, let's let it go. Or I am sorry. Because he believes that he is right. And once he has the political will, at the end of the day, he might just walk free. What kind of story are we telling for our police and to the generations yet to come? That when it comes to politicians, we have no rights any which way. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have two more stories. Hey yo! Hey ya! Wayo!
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Skipper George.
Blackpot. Cuckoo show them.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show. And here we speak truth to power. I want to thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. Please share the broadcast. At this point, if you have not as yet subscribed to this channel, hit on the subscription button, right after which you hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you'll be reminded to watch. And please recommend us to family and friends. Thank you for doing business with us. And thank you so much for supporting the businesses on this show. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to Tesori Doriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. Thank you so much to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. And thanks so much to Lemfi. If it is not Lemfi, don't send it. Oh my God. No transfer fees, and you get the most competitive rates. I want to also say thank you so much to Herbal Technology. At Herbal Technology, we don't just treat, we heal. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show, where we speak truth to power. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We are happy to do business with you. Story number 3. Watch this. Exposed. How Tanko got judge to free him. The thing about Black Rasta is that when I hold an issue, I never stop it until I see the end. And this issue, we're going to follow up on it until it ends. And every single day, we will go deep into it. It's all in the service of God and country. My brother, my sister, Dr. Gabriel Kwamega Atuple Tanko is the gentleman we are talking about. Again, I worked with him at xylophone. We all saw how our xylophone dream crumpled before our very eyes like a house of cards. Better still, like cookies crumbling. He struggled, worked very hard, but it looked like it wasn't easy. He was arrested, locked up, struggled with health and all that. And then he decided to follow another route. And it looked like he had succeeded. Gold dealership. It was working for him. My brother, my sister, why I am not happy with Tanko is this. When the issue started coming up, I was in a certain high-profile meeting. I won't disclose what names, but I can tell you top names. I had gone to visit a brethren, and then some other people came in there. And then one of them looked at me and said, "Oh, do you know Tanko?" I said, "Oh, which Tanko?" Tanko is a very common name in the north. "Oh, the Volta regional representative of the Council of State." I said, "Oh, of course. We worked together at xylophone." And I said, "Oh, there was a video that came out recently. You were in that video, seated somewhere in the corner at his birthday." I said, "Oh, yeah, that's about 2 months ago. I honestly was there." I said, reports are coming in that he's a fraudster. He has allegedly defrauded some Turkish gold dealership outfit. In fact, I froze because I don't like thieves and fraudsters. I don't want to be associated with thieves and fraudsters. No. All along, I have known Tanko as a hard-working guy. We all saw how he was locked in police cells. Now, one even had a hand in this part of discipline when there was a money issue between them. I won't go too much into that. When I heard it, I sat down quietly and I was sad that they didn't want to even give details because they now had established that I had a certain link with him. I hate it when people suspect me. So my brother, I excused myself and told the gentleman that I was going. The moment I stepped out in the lobby, the first person I called was Tango. I said, my brother, I'm just coming out of a high-profile meeting. But with him, I mentioned the names of the people. These were the people in the meeting. He said, oh, Blakk, no. Oh, nothing like that. Me, I get all my papers. I get everything. Ah, where you there? Come, make I show you something. It be Papa and Kuma in son be way, be lawyer be way, he rather way defraud me. I said, oh God. Charlie, like this thing be true, like, thank you. But I no go fit come tonight. Tomorrow, I go come. In the morning, we started calling each other. And I drove all the way to his office. And went in there. He showed me some documents. I looked at those documents. I said, my brother, you see these documents? Me, I don't even want to see them. I am just happy that it was a mistaken identity. That day when I was going out, he gave me some money. I said, Blakk, use this for fuel. He took me into other offices. It was morning, so nobody was really there. There was only a lady who was cleaning. Beautiful edifice. And we left this and started talking about other things, which I won't reveal. Then, just as we're descending, there was this Arabic writing on the wall. He said, Blakk, this is the secret of my success. Nobody can bring me down. I pray and I work hard. I said, you see what you have just told me? That's my principle as well. I would always be for you. That's what I told him. And I left. A few days later, Eoco released a statement. They were looking for him. I think he called me and said, you see, say, your guy, I know say that Raymond guy, he be your guy. I said, yeah, of course. I don't deny my friends. He's my guy. You see the thing they do, he won't disgrace me, but me, I don't agree. I said, you see, the Raymond that I know won't intentionally disgrace anybody. What is it about? So the same issue where you can't tell me the other time about this Turkish thing. I said, thank God that I didn't lie to you. So what I warned you about, it didn't be that. But you know what? I will try and go underground and find out what exactly the issue is. That was where we ended it. He flew out of the country. I think he went to the United States. And from the United States, Tanko gave me a call. Angry. One night, late. America time and Ghana time. You see the thing Raymond they do? Me, I go take him on. I go make the president sack him. I said, what is it again? He said, that same issue. They chase me. He said, he want to investigate me. He want to arrest me. He want to spoil my business. I said, yeah. And he's also a friend of Bulldog. Because we were together at Xylophone. Bulldog was also at Xylophone. So he told me a few things, which I will not disclose. So I called Bulldog. And I told Bulldog, you know what? Our guy is angry that Raymond is doing A, B, C, D to him. Listen attentively. Arrange so that you and him can meet Raymond. Before even the investigation, get to understand the issue properly. Sort it out. If you are right, You have always told me that you are right. The same story you are telling me, go and tell Raymond before the investigation. If he still sees the need to investigate you, he will ask you to follow up and come to the office. If he's convinced, then that's it. So that it doesn't even come out that you were ever investigated. That was the advice I gave to the brother. And I told Bulldog. And Bulldog promised me that he would take him to Raymond. I said, if there's a need for me myself to be there, I will come. I normally won't do this, but for you, I'll go and sit down and listen. But tell Raymond, me, I write a letter already. I go send to the president. I go make the sackam. Then he sent me the letter that he wrote. You know, WhatsApp, there's a way you send something and then you open it once and then you can't see it again. I don't know how they call it. You open it just once, like a photo, one scene, that's it, and it's gone. So I saw it, but there was no need to even duplicate it. I would have found another way of doing it. But I let it go because at the time, my mind was that this thing will be sorted out. But I got in contact with Raymond. And I told him, you know what? This is what this guy is saying. He went ahead to threaten that he has a lot of rot about you. And that if you go out there to mention his name again, he will reveal all your secrets. Raymond asked me, what do you think about this? I told him, I smell blackmail and I hate blackmail. Point blank. This thing that they do, if you go talk about them, me too, I will talk your own. This is Canada Japan tactic. A+. Canada Japan. That was why we left it. Waiting for him to return that Sunday, as he said, so that Bulldog will take him and then they will sit down there and sort out things. When he came, I'm not sure he contacted Bulldog. He didn't contact me. The next thing was that he had released a letter to the president for Raymond to be sacked, that person to be sacked, blah, 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 blah. The letterhead, he got some chiefs in the Volta region to also support him without knowing exactly what the case was. And a few, one or two radio personalities to also talk about something they didn't know about. And instead of following up and getting to know, no. That was where I decided to part ways with a man who doesn't want to be investigated. My part as a brethren was done and dusted, finished. I tried to prevent this noise, but my brother felt that he had so much power. What is the importance of a friend? To help you prevent the storm. So when I see a storm coming and I say, hey, bros, where this thing they go, be careful. Let's pass here, sit with this person and see. You say you are right. If you are right, then no problem. My brother. And all of a sudden, the matter has become big. And I am happy. I'm going to follow it to its final destination. How did he get the judge to free him? I saw a post by my very good friend, who was 1 year behind me at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Franklin Kujo, of Imani, this gentleman here. And I was a little disappointed. I don't know if he truly knows what issues are at stake. Anyway, what did he post? Watch this. The High Court ruling on this matter makes it difficult to understand and support Eoco. Hopefully, Eoco will learn to act within the law. A judgment has been made. Franklin Kujo did not say, hopefully, Eoco would continue to act within the law. He said, we'll learn. That means Eoco is not working in the precincts of the law. It's a judgment that has been made. And what is the case? It says High Court retains Eoco and holds wanted declaration against Gabriel Kwame. High Court restrains. That's the word. Restrains, not retains. High Court restrains Eoco and holds wanted declaration against Dr. Gabriel Kwame. And this is the comment Franklin Kujo put out. That the way the High Court has ruled on this, it is difficult to support and understand Eoco. Hopefully, Eoco will learn. What's the ruling? It looks like Ghanaians, some of us that are supposed to be educating people, we ourselves need to be educated, honestly. Gabriel Kwame Atukple and his lawyers went to court for an ex parte decision. What does it mean to say ex parte? That is Latin for one person decision. Eoco was not taken to court. They went to court alone. And look at what ex parte means. Give me a dossier on ex parte, okay? Ex parte, EX, and then PARTE. One man decision, one party decision. They ran to court and told the judge that they wanted an injunction. Ex parte. How do you get an ex parte decision? Maybe some disaster is about to happen to that party. Kwame can go there and say, you know what? Because of this Eoco people saying I'm wanted, is putting my life in danger. And if for the next few days you don't stop Eoco from doing this, I may die or some disaster may befall me. It is for the law of the judge to protect life. But they are trying to make it look like he has won a certain big case. Me, I can go to court and say, stop these people from investigating me for the next 10 days before we all will meet in court and decide. Because what they are doing, is making me, people are looking for me all over the place. They may harm me because they say I'm wanted. So if somebody is wanted, anybody can look for you. A lie? Oh, this guy is wanted. Sometimes they even put a price tag on your head. It can endanger your life. But when they need you and you are not appearing, they may have to put the wanted tag on you like they did to Ken Oforiata. So there's nothing like somebody has won a case or somebody has lost a case. So when Franklin Kujo comes out to say that he hopes that Eoco will learn to act with it because of this judgment, do you know what ex parte means? Okay, thank you so much, team. Ex parte is a Latin phrase meaning from one side only. In law, it refers to legal proceedings, motions, or orders that happen with only one party present, without prior notice to the opposing side. So they alone went to court. We don't need Eoco here. The thing is that our client, his life is in danger. Please allow him for the next few days so that we will come again and talk about this issue. That's ex parte. And people who are supposed to know are making it look like Eoco has acted ultra-virus outside the precincts of the law. Is this difficult to understand? Atayi can go to court and say, hey, because of the wanted thing they put on my head, my life is in danger. Please stop them from putting me on the wanted list for the next 5 days. I'll come to court. It will be granted, because if the judge doesn't do it and you go ahead and die or you are harmed, the court has put your life in danger. I'm not a lawyer. I find it very difficult for me to try and even sound like one. Is ridiculous. Generally, the legal system requires all parties to be notified of hearings so they can present their side. Ex parte is an exception, typically reserved for emergencies. That is an important. Ex parte is the exception, typically reserved for emergencies where waiting for a scheduled hearing would cause immediate harm. So you go run to the court. Of course, it's another good way of buying time. Kwame Atukplen ran to the court and told the court that his life was in danger because Eoco was chasing him and put him on a wanted list. For that matter, Eoco should be restrained for 10 days so that they will come to court and deal with the issue. And people don't understand this. They say, hey, and Eoco has lost again. And I hear a few people. And Franklin Kujo, I know he knows what ex parte is. So why that comment? Where has Eoco acted ultra-virus? Where? In this case that you posted, my very good brethren. Why? Why is it difficult to fight crime in our country? People who are trusted by the massive, they let the people down with their comments. Uninformed, illiterate comments. That is an important. Ex parte. At this level, we don't know what that is. Ex parte. No, I blame our educational system. There's too much Latin in our law. Ultra-virus, ex parte, sine die, sine cum, bukukus. The nonsense is too bad. No wonder they wear certain rat's hair on their head. How can you think when you have that rat's hair on your head? Like an old witch. You go and put that thing. They say it's a cat's hair or rat tail or whatever. Countries are banning it, this colonial nonsense. We still are wearing it like ghosts coming from the Caucasus Mountains. How can we understand? Eoco, hopefully, Eoco will learn to act within the law. Hey, instead of encouraging Eoco to chase everybody, whether Council of State chairman or chairwoman or chair baby or chair cow or chair goat, you chase everybody and make sure that they act. It's difficult to fight crime. I pray for Raymond every day. Today I called him and I was praying for him like a pastor. I said, it's not about me, brethren. He told me, Blakk, you know what? Anytime I go to the office, I'm always ready to walk away. Because not everybody would believe in this mission, but I'm glad that the president believes in what I do and he supports me. You say you hate corruption. Yet when corruption is being fought, you will see a group of idiots. They come together and they say, I stand for Mensa Joromi. Hey, I stand for Johnny Walker. I stand with this. I stand with that. You stand with who? Look at what Wayome did to us. He stole from us and went to give a few coins to some boys in the Volta region, Sogakope area there. And they were protecting him. If he hadn't stolen that, maybe you would have had a fair share of it. Corruption is a killer. We are not judging Atukplen, Tanko. I call him Gabi. That's the name I'm used to. But I love traditional names, and everybody knows that. I love to say Kwame Gan Atukle sounds sweet, sweeter than the Gabriel. If he is clean, we will get to that point. If he's not, I'll be the first person to say crucify him. As it stands now, understand what it means to say ex parte. It's the Blakk pot, aka Kokushonomo. And here is the interesting thing. Now, brethren went to court, told the judge this, and the judge said, okay, by this principle, my hands are tied. It's your life, and you say you are in danger. I cannot say I won't give you that respite. Take it. That's how he got himself free for at least 10 days. But 2 days are already gone. Back at 8 days. They say, Anchenche Bia Wanafi. Joe Louis was a boxer. You know what he used to say? Thanks so much to my secondary school head teacher, headmaster. Yes, IK Jesse. He used to quote this every time at assembly. Joe Louis said, in the boxing ring, you can run, you can jump, you can hop, but there's one thing you can't do, you can't hide. It's the Blakk pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hey, hey, yo, wayo,
Skip a judge.
Blakk pot. Kokushoda.
It's the Blakk pot, aka Kukushodamo, all in the service of God and country. It's the biggest show online in terms of patriotism and Pan-Africanism. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do me a favor, hit on the subscription button, right after that, on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you'll be reminded to watch. Please recommend us to family and friends. This is the Blakk pot, aka Kukushodamo. And here we speak truth to power. Oh my God. I love this. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. If you have a story you want us to follow up on, we love you for believing and trusting us. Yes. There's one thing everybody says in Ghana about Blakk Rasta. That guy, Okanu Papa. You go to Makola, the ladies there will tell you, hey, Blakk Rasta, you'll be a crown. Blakk Rasta, no they lie. It's the Blakk pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 4. Hi, Dodo. Why AGYIN-ASARE sacked OBINIM? Hey. Who is Archbishop AGYIN-ASARE? He used to be called Brother Charles. He started his ministry in Tamale. He's one of the boldest men of God I've ever seen in all my 51 years on earth. Can I tell you what? This man here, an Asante man, an Akan man, did not see anywhere to start his church, but in a Muslim-dominated area, right there in Tamale. When I was growing up as a little child, we used to go to the church premises and throw stones on top of the roofing sheet. We were not tolerant of Christians. We believed they were liars. Heathens. We would disturb them so that they will run. Children, right from the beginning, you are schooled that these people are going to hell. They are liars. AGYIN-ASARE came to Tamale. I was just a little boy. My brother, Austin Lugutera, Dr. Austin Lugutera, at the University of Ghana, Legon, was a member of his church. My family is divided. You find everything in my family. You find pagans. You find Muslims, Christians. Everything someday inside. Teachers, police, soldier. The only thing I don't have in my family, thieves. No. We have madmen, yes, but thieves, no. Now, Archbishop AGYIN-ASARE came to Tamale, and the name he had was Brother Charles. We used to call him Brother Charles, Brother Charles. Young man, handsome. Be preaching, walking around, and his church was called, I think, World Miracle Church. Yes, World Miracle Church. And I remember as a child, I used to ask my brother Austin, what is the meaning of miracle? He say, Allah gypsy, surprises, you know? Yeah, things that you don't expect to happen, then they happen. That is a miracle. And that he makes miracles in the church. He makes, blind people see, and all those kind of things. But coming from a Muslim home, and his church was right there at Zogbeli, where I schooled later. And the church was a classroom. He will open the classroom at night. He will come with his members. And lantern, Jesus have mercy. Lantern, what you call bobo. The Gomez call it wambongasi. Wambongasi. They will put it there. What you see there. That's it. This thing here. Wambongasi. That was what they were using. I'll tell you a funny story. There was one time, I don't know what happened in the night, and then we were around the area. He wasn't too far away from my house at Ababu. Abu in Tamale is Ababu. And we walked around the area. And around that time, it had rained in the day. So these termites, you see those termites that normally fly when it rains? Hey, we got there and there were termites all over the classroom block. And the light was attracting them. That I remember as a child growing up. You see, this is the man. I don't envy him one bit. I've never been to his church. I've never sat under his ministry, nothing. But I respect him and I love him. To be able to go to such a Muslim place that was, at the time, so intolerant of any other faith except Islam and maybe paganism, in quotes, is something that you have to clap for. And I say it anytime I have the chance to do that. Very soon his name spread all over the place. The miracles and all that. And the church started expanding. World Miracle Church. I think there was even a globe as part of his thing. I mean, as a child, I remember, those things. Today, when I hear that the place is called Perez, I say, my brother, I know Abraham became Abraham, but please, we still like the world miracle. OBINIM is also a Christian missionary. That's him. There was a time Obinim became so popular in Ghana. Almost everybody was going to him. But one man came and crashed his church. And from that time, he has never been able to come up again. Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan made allegations, vitriolic allegations against him. How he was womanizing, stealing from his church people, lying to his church people, and much more. He even mentioned the names of some of the prominent ladies this guy was committing fornication, cum adultery with. Then there was a time his own junior pastor's wife, he was said to have slept with a woman on the day that they were supposed to be having their honeymoon. And the lady got pregnant and had a child. The child became Bafine. You know what Bafine is? In Jamaica, we say Bafan. Bafan. Bafine in a can. Crippled, kind of. And he said he was responsible for that. And that the lady had made him angry. So he had asked the angels to break the legs of the child and that the child would never walk again. Kweku Bonsam came out to say that he would be able to raise the child again. As to what became of that, I don't know. But he broke the marriage between his own junior pastor and the lady. And the interesting bit about this, you know what? He was the one who brought the two of them together. The lady was aging and wanted a husband. And he said, I'll get you a husband. He went and prophesied to his own junior pastor that he had seen in the realms of the spirit that he had married this lady who was his side chick. I'm sure he asked the lady, look amongst my pastors, who would you like? He said, oh, I think I like this other person, but I don't know. And he connected them. But whilst in the marriage, she was sneaking out and he was walloping her. My brother, my sister, it all joined up and destroyed his image. And then the church came down in legal tussles. We're told that he wasn't paying electricity bills. The electricity company of Ghana started chasing him. Oh, Obinim's issues started coming over and over. And all of a sudden, his mighty empire crumbled to the ground. Boof. Nothing more. Now, he's trying again to come up. Hey, Archbishop Charles AGYIN-ASARE of the Perez Chapel, formerly called the World Miracle Church, has revealed for the first time that when Obinim was starting, in fact, he came to see him, to mentor him as his spiritual father. And when he started, he realized that Obinim was not serious one bit. Very unserious guy. But he still managed him. But later, he realized that Obinim was not in the least serious about being a pastor. He was interested in other things. And he sacked him. He had an interview, a chat with Bolare on the Star Chat. This was what he said. Watch this.
They put up the poster and said, we'll be interviewing you. Someone sent a message and it says, ask Bola that he once attempted to mentor Bishop Daniel Obinim and the relationship broke down after 2 years. Maybe without reopening old wounds, would you want to recount that experience? I mean, what is that with African Pentecostalism?
What do you mean by what is that with African Pentecostalism?
Yes, because this is somebody that you tried at the point to talk to and said, what did you see that you thought, well, let me rein him in, and then after 2 years, did it break down? What happened?
Well, at my last interview with you, you raised it. So is it you who is raising it?
It's come back again. Like I said, it's come back again, and I want to pick your thoughts on that.
Oh, I think that there are seasons in life.
Okay.
And there was that season that I thought I could make inputs in his life because he sought after me. And with time, I realized that maybe my water I was pouring in was going through a sieve. So I decided to pull back.
So you pulled back?
Yes, I pulled back.
Right.
Yes.
He pulled back. African Pentecostalism. Would he accept OBINIM back? I decided to choose this thing so that it will be a lesson to all of us. There's no shortcut to success. It might look so glossy, so shiny and beautiful. I bet my shrine and so yesika koko. It might glitter, but it's not necessarily gold. OBINIM chose the shortcut. He wanted the power ministry. He was not ready to go through the mentorship. He wanted it quick. Yes, he got it. All the eyes came on him. There was a time the church was a whole empire. Today, my brother, my sister, you can't say the same thing. Yet AGYIN-ASARE's church keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger. When you put in a lot of passion, prayer, and hard work, it's very difficult for you to have a crumbled empire. It might shake, but it won't break. It might bend, but won't break. Chia, nebe chia. And so in Buddha. My brother, there are a lot of pastors like OBINIM. All they are interested in is magic. They want to do things nobody has ever done. That in itself is not a problem. But they want to use it as a means to a certain end. Riches. Azan. If they make one miracle, they will tell you they've made 1,000 miracles. Today, maybe if he had listened to AGYIN-ASARE, he would have been a better missionary of Christ. But he didn't. Did AGYIN-ASARE do the right thing by pulling back? Of course he did. The Bible says you don't throw your pearls to the what? The pig. And if any time along the line he realized that he was wrong, like the prodigal son in the book of Luke, he could always return and retrace his footsteps. How many more half-baked men and women of God do we have? Polluting the people and leaving them in the middle of the sea, like OBINIM left his followers in the middle of the sea. How many more are still running after magic, aka miracles, and not really salvation? It is time to look inward and develop a personal relationship with your Maker. People can inspire you. People can show you the way, but they cannot hold your hand into heaven. Develop your own personal relationship. That anytime you are going to God, you believe in yourself that you are talking to God and things would happen. But if you always have to depend on a man to lay hands on you to give you a certain power, every time you will never grow. You would fall in the trap of charlatans like OBINIM. I'm done. It's the Blakk pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. All right. Eoco Roots Festival is coming off on the 2nd of May, right there at the Laboma Beach. So many artists are on the bill. Nane Champon is playing. Blakk Rasta is playing. We have Wendy Shea. We have Kofi Kinata. We have Puom Raskuku. We have Felix Jano. We have Osajefo. We also have, Akesi Brimpong. Many more artists. Mr. Root Eye. Everybody is playing. My brother, my sister, time now to come and watch Ochami Kwame do reggae. He has a reggae album coming up. He released one song a few days ago, and Ghana is already talking about it. I win, you win, we win, you win. Make you clap, dun, 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 ah, ah, ah. He made it for that generation. Very creative. It's a classic. My brother, my sister, Nane Champon has always done reggae. And many people thought it was high life. And Kebeden Ayoya is a reggae song. His biggest song. He'll be there to play it. Kofi Kinata, inspired by reggae, he just released another brand new song. Oh my God. It's going to be huge. From 10 in the morning all the way till you fall out. Come and watch authentic reggae. 100 Ghana cedis. For more information, you call 024 499 461. Yes, 0244 499 461. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta, Ghana's #1 talk show online, and it is the Blakk Pot, aka Kokushonomo from the Black Empire. All right. Okay, so let's look at your comments, and we are done for the day. Okay. Julius Meno says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. David Napier says, Blakk Rasta. Nico Che says, hello, Rasta. I got a few questions to ask. Please kindly answer them one after the other, okay? Your wish is my command. What's the feud between Captain Smart and Raymond Archer? Because Captain Smart, objects to anything Raymond Archer does at Eoco. Well, I think the best person to answer this is Captain Smart. He's the one objecting to whatever Raymond Archer is doing. Raymond Archer is not objecting to what he's doing. So you ask Captain Smart, okay? This afternoon, I had a conversation, and it was interesting. And this was about this same issue. I like people to speak their mind. So when we talk, we don't try to stop anyone from speaking his mind. Speak your mind, but just be truthful. That's all. Raymond Archer has no problem. If you talk ill about him, just be factual. That's all. Okay? 2, are you aware that anything you Rasta says, Captain Smart also says the opposite? Example, the case between Idubuahin and that of Eoco. It's simple. I support the work of Eoco because I think that Eoco is in a good state to fight corruption. Captain does not believe in Eoco, at least, as you said yourself. So by all means, we are on the opposite side of the globe. Okay? Nikoche. So that's what it is. More comments coming in. Send them via YouTube. They could also come via Facebook. All right? More comments. He says, number 3. I listened to Captain Smart yesterday, and he categorically said that Eoco never invited Tanko. He even put his job on the line. Oh. If Eoco never invited him, and now the thing is out there, it's okay. We have invited you, come. The whole world has seen that Eoco said, you have been invited and that you are wanted. Why don't you just walk in there and say, you said that I'm wanted, but you have never invited me. Is that not what every normal human being does? If the police puts us out and say, Blakk Rasta is wanted, we've been looking for him, we don't get him. What do? I report myself to the police. Simple. Say, where were you looking for me? I am here. I can tell you point blank that Tanko told me that he was invited over and over, but he didn't He would not go because Eoco didn't have the mandate to investigate it. Finally, I know Captain Smart is familiar with some Eoco operations. However, can you, Rasta, arrange a meeting between Captain Smart and Raymond for him to be well informed about some of the operations at Eoco? It's not my mandate. If Captain Smart wants to know, he should do the same thing that I did. I think that day I was wearing the same gown when I went to Raymond, because of this yellow Lamborghini issue. That was the first big thing that I was hearing happening. So I wanted to go and see who this guy was because I was feeling the vibration. And then I went and he opened I called him first and he said, give me up to this day, I'll call you. And when I went, we clicked. The first meeting, we spoke for more than 4. That day I was 2 hours late on this show. Do you remember? 2 hours. Yes. We clicked immediately. Because we have the same spirit. We clicked. That meeting was supposed to be for just 15 minutes. We spoke for 3 hours. And he blew my mind. From that time, I've held so close to him because of the fight. Today, if he decides not to fight corruption again, I am not sure that we will still be that tight and close. Maybe I have to find another common ground. Okay? It is what it is. Today, if I go wrong, Raymond is going to prosecute me. He will investigate me. You know that, right? And if he does anything wrong, I'll be the first person to come here and say it. Same way I'm talking about. People know me already, so I don't even need to say some of these things. Everybody is my friend, and nobody is my friend. Bawa Uwa says, welcome, Blakk Pot. Namsakia. Inusa Nsoyene. I like that. Namsakia. Inusa Nsoyene. He says, even in Black Rasta Empire, we love you. We are called Black Empire Media. Kamshina Zay said, Black Rasta, more fire. Okay? Victor says, the Council of State member for Volta region, His Excellency, Dr. Tanko wouldn't buy you any car. You are very diabolic. You are very diabolic. Okay. You are a very diabolic Rasta guy. You can go to hell. You are very corrupt. So these are some of the 1 or 2 boys who probably have enjoyed some. So it's their duty to be seen. When the guys see this, yeah, you did well, you did well. Next time you come at us like that, we just block you. Aha, Yenshempa Boamba. Wate. This is a holy ground. We don't come with footwear. Can't you see that the grass is burning? Okay? Kwame Isbill says, yo, Rasta, Black Rasta, run the place. And Namsakia Inusa and Soyene says, evening, Black Rasta. And Victor says, you are very diabolic Rasta guy. So, these are the guys. All that you have said. No. Nana Ogunpawa says, my greetings to the spiritual president, Nana Obidiaba, move of fire. Okay? And next time he approaches us like this, we'll block him, not because we don't want to be criticized, but when you critique us, tell us why. The way we tell everybody. When I say that we are corrupt, like we just talked about, what you mean? We have told you what he did. And I'm not the one saying, the courts are saying that. He stole from us, the thief. Simple. Okay? So if you are coming at me, come at me with facts. I won't allow you to divert attention and come and do your propaganda here. One click, and we remove you and continue with our journey. Akana Yozure say, hi, Black Rasta. Bless up, watching you live from Torino, Italy. We've been watching the show for the past 3 days, but I didn't feel like comment. Blakk, do you have any update about the sentencing of Julius Malema? I watched the video yesterday. Is it true that he's been sentenced? Yes. I mean, it's in the news. Said he fired a gun. He said he fired once, and there was a video that came out and all that. But again, We are following it. Okay? We are following it. At the right time, we will update you. I mean, we've seen the news, we've read the news, and all that. You know, we never report it until we have the X factor. What others are not saying. Have you realized that about us? That's how it is. We don't have the X factor yet. It's just what everybody knows. Okay? All right. More comments coming in. Send them via YouTube. They could also come via Facebook. Godfred Nyando says, good evening, Blakk. Alex Tally says, Blakk Rasta, I really like your program. I sent you a message on your WhatsApp number. Till date, you have not responded. I'm a Ghanaian resident in Nigeria. Alex, did you send it via our number here? Remind us. Did you ask questions? What did you really want? Send that back to us so that we'll check it, because we check our messages every single day. Okay? Alex Pelly, we'll go back and look at the messages. Just make sure that you got the number right. Okay? Osai Bedu says, come here, the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku, show them all. Anamsa Kia Inusa in Soyene, this Move of Fire. Pates TV says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. I'm watching you live, Move of Fire. And we'll take 2 more slides and we are done. Victor says, Nico, Blakk Rasta is very diabolic. And, you know, that's the same guy. So. Yes, so today, we'll leave you. When you come again, we'll let you stay there. Okay? Jabba Clemente says, Move of Fire. Then he says, Blakk Rasta, you are doing well. Keep it up. Thank you. And then Agova Wisdom says, greetings in person bakupe, one Rasta, Rasta bakupe. The weekend is here. Share. Call a friend to call yet another friend and tell yet another friend's friend that the Blakk Pot is in motion. Show them all. Right? Yeah, man. Thank you so much for loving us. We love you. Okay? Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Blakk. Our country or nothing. Hey, hey, yo. Wayoy. I love this. Legendary. Raskaba says, assalamu alaikum, my big brother, Professor Blakk Rasta himself. More respect to you. And I pray that may the Almighty Allah keep protecting you. Thank you. We appreciate you. And Fifi says, good evening, Blakk. You are too much. I like your intro. Thank you. Raskaba says, watching you live from Spain, Barcelona. Long live the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kuku. Show them up. Dan Menz says, crude Brent price dropped to about $90 today. You know why? Because the Strait of Hormuz has been opened. So the war is over. Thank God. I hope Trump's butterflies in the head don't start flying and, you know, colliding again. Okay? Rap Thunder says, since legendary, I really appreciate you so much. We are still writing the exams, but I have a strong belief that I'm going to make it through your prayers and your hard work. God be with you, my brother. Okay? To be all right, steady heart, and everything will be okay. Since we started writing the exam, I've never entered into the examination hall, and what I read didn't come. Even today, I think I answered more than the number of questions I should have answered. Prayers and hard work. Salute of patriotism. And then Sky TV Studios, Blakk Rasta, the text for the story title is very small and difficult to read. Can you extend the size of the text? Okay. MCR is listening so that you can see it bigger, right? All right. So we'll look at it. Bigger. Boom. We'll do it like that. Okay? Henry Atia says, please, Blakk, I wish you don't respond to Captain Smarts. We shouldn't have time for people barking like bulldogs. If they have something to hide, if they don't have anything to hide, they should go to Eoco and clear themselves. I can tell you something. In the media space, Blakk Rasta, watch your mouth. Mayekum. Joseph Atta says, nice black outfit. Thank you. And Henry Atia says, why should you pay radio presenters to defend you? And show you. what are you saying? Hey, people get fill out. You see? And again, on a more serious note, by their fruits they shall be known. My little daughter came to me and told me something, and I felt bad. She said, the prodigal son story in the Bible. So a father is supposed to leave things for the children? I said, oh, yes. You know, and is it possible to have your inheritance before your father dies? And I said, well, in the Bible, we saw it with the prodigal son. Then she asked me the question I was expecting. Daddy, what are you going to leave for us? I said, say it again. What am I going to leave for you when what? When you die. So, you want me to die? Are you sure? Should I die and give you everything? What do you want? So that when I die, I give it to you. I want ice cream. My brother, by their fruits, they would always be known. Me, when I die, they might not find millions in my account. What they will find is the truth. I've lived by the truth. I've stayed with the truth. And the truth is what is feeding me. That everybody would say. And that's enough. Wallahi. People advertise on this show because they found the truth. You are here because you feel that this is the truth. When Blakk Rasta says it, it carries more weight than a lot of other people. You know that, right? What else should I ask for? Henry Atia says, Blakk, you can develop Volta region like Europe, but if you steal, the great guy, Yoko Boss, will come for you. Henry Atia says, when they steal, the same people will come out and back like dogs, and when they arrest them, the same people will be backing. What can we do in Ghana? Henry Atia says, have a nice weekend. Says, may the good Lord protect you. Seth Uji is smiling. And Emil Roberts says, Blakk Rasta, please, what happened to the GCB 52 billion cedis transferred to BOG? We've talked about it. Please go down and watch. We have talked about it already, okay? Try and check it out. Thomas Kodom says, Blakk Rasta, MPP and DC, they are all bogus. Okay, we hear you. Well, at this point, we just want to say thank you. Have a great weekend. We love you and we appreciate you. Stay with the truth. This is the headquarters of the truth. We love you. And please support the sponsors on this show. Thanks so much. Doe Adjaho. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. And thanks so much to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Thanks so much to Lemfi. If it is not Lemfi, don't send it. No transfer fees. And you get the most competitive rates. Thanks so much also to Herbal Technology. At Herbal Technology, we don't just treat you, we heal you. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And on behalf of the family here, I want to say thank you so much. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday. Until then, hey yo, wayo, come on.